For the past 30 years, companies have invested over 10 billion euros in different sorting and recycling solutions for packaging. Today, they are connected through Citeo and share a common goal: to offer our everyday goods a new life. This environmental commitment is based on a regulatory obligation set out in the French Environmental Code and referred to as EPR, Extended Producer Responsibility. EPR, what's it all about? EPR for household packaging was established in 1992. It means that companies are responsible for their packaging environmental footprint and that they must reduce it by taking individual or collective measures to collect soot and recycle, by informing consumers about sorting guidelines, and by developing eco-designed packaging made with environmentally sound materials that are easily recyclable or reusable. Citeo was established by companies in order to help them fulfill their green obligations, for which purpose they pay Citeo an annual financial contribution. Citeo in turn uses this contribution to organize the recycling of packaging that French citizens place in sorting bins. Citeo also draws upon these funds to inspire companies with eco-design and to help them communicate with consumers about recycling. Now let's look at whether or not you are responsible for the recycling of household packaging goods. The Environmental Code clearly states EPR's regulatory framework. First of all, you should know that this only applies to products distributed on the French market. The French market is made up of mainland France, as well as French overseas countries and regions: Guadeloupe, Martinique, Réunion, Mayotte, Guyana, Saint Martin, and Saint Pierre-Miquelon. It also extends to the duty-free and boarding zones in those territories. For products packaged in France, EPR applies to you as a producer, for example, to your products. Whether you package them under your brand name without a brand, or under a distributor brand, or if you have your products packaged by a third party under your brand name or without a brand. For products packaged abroad, EPR applies to you as an introducer or importer of the product when dealing with packaged products purchased abroad, inside or outside the European Union, and sold on the French market. If neither the producer, nor the introducer, nor the importer can be identified, then EPR applies to the party that is responsible for the packaged product's first market placement. Are you a distributor? You qualify as a producer for refill packaging sold or made available to households for use at the point of sale, as well as for shipping packaging used for home delivery. You are also involved as an introducer or importer of packaged products introduced or imported to the French market. Are you a marketplace? You are concerned by your own marketing, but also by those of your sellers who do not contribute to EPR for household packaging. You are a packaging manufacturer. You are not concerned because you do not package the product. Now let's define exactly what household packaging is. Packaging is defined as any kind of container or protection designed to contain a product or to allow for it to be transported or to be presented at the point of sale. A household is any natural person who consumes or uses, for personal purposes, a packaged product sold or given free of charge by a company. However, those who use products for professional purposes or in their capacity as members of a group of individuals are not households. This applies to patients, employees, or customers of traditional restaurants. Summing up, household packaging is put on the market to enable the consumption or use of the product it contains by household, sold or given free of charge to this household, discarded by that same household regardless of where. Now that we've defined what household packaging is, let's look at what packaging needs to be declared in order to calculate your financial contribution. You must declare product packaging sold to households regardless of their distribution channels, for example, supermarkets, retail stores, home sale, or distribution through wholesalers, etc. In the restaurant industry, you are required to declare packaging sold for takeaway, regardless of where it may be discarded, or if the product it contains is consumed on site, for example, in public places, amusement parks or recreation centres, in public transport, or in the fast food industry. Packaging sold in vending machines must also be declared regardless of their location, as well as service packaging sold or made available to households free of charge at the point of sale. Lastly, all household packaging must be declared regardless of the materials involved, whether or not they are reusable, whether purchased or free of charge, whether the packaging is in direct contact with the product, constitutes outer packaging layers, or is used in cushioning material, and regardless of how the packaging may be collected. However, the following packaging need not be declared: packaging of products consumed or used by professionals regardless of the type of packaging, packaging of products sold beyond the French market, packaging subject to specific EPR rules for special diffuse waste which is in direct contact with products. Does extended producer responsibility apply to you? Citeo enables you to efficiently live up to your environmental responsibility. By becoming a Citeo customer, you gain access to 30 years of experience in collecting, sorting, and recycling, and to a reliable national scheme at the best cost. Every effort is made to help you save time and to simplify your declaration. Advisors, online customer space, support services, and commitment to customer satisfaction. You also gain access to all the tools and services that are included in your Citeo contribution, customized collection, declaration support, regulatory clarification of your obligations, as well as advice in eco-designed packaging and in how to communicate with your consumers. Are you wondering what your contribution is actually used for? Your contribution to Citeo is your financial contribution to an environmental commitment. As opposed to taxes, it is used exclusively to develop recycling solutions for your packaging. We collect and sort your packaging anywhere, all the time. Modernize recycling centres, recover packaging that cannot yet be recycled and contribute to the production of heat and electricity, ensure the quality and traceability of recycled materials for local recycling, encourage citizens and your customers to sort on a daily basis and develop innovation, eco-design and reuse. By committing to and with Citeo, you contribute to our circular economy. Together, let's give our products a new life.